Hi guys, welcome back to Just Talking, where I talk out and you sometimes listen. So today we're having a look at Blackpool Pleasure Beach's new website. So of course, I know that a lot of you guys will have got used to the older website, even though it's not as clear as this one. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a lowdown on how to book on the new website and some of the things that are available on it. So of course, when you come in, you do have the 125 years logo, which is current to this year when it actually turned 125 years. So of course that's very nice, and also some montage clips. I believe this is from the content creator Parkspill, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But of course, down here you have some of the information on it. So you can quickly go to some of the rides, the shows, the events, and also the hotels. But also the thing that fascinates me about this is there's actually a section for the hub, which does actually detail about how it's the main central area for entertainment now. So I am actually assuming that there will be a lot more with the hub nowadays, because obviously they have used it as part of the Journey to Hell Freak Nights event. I noticed they have also put a new hub logo in there, and they did also use it for Oktoberfest for some of the traditional events that they did in there, as they did when it ran in 2019. So, of course, yeah, there is actually the credit for Parkspill, so yes, I did in fact get that right. So, obviously, at the top on this header, you have the home, which we're currently on, the Plan Your Visit tab, which has a lot of different sections, such as some of the reward schemes. I believe that's actually a new thing, I'm not too sure about that. Some of the shopping arrangements, that just details the retail, and then you have some of the extra events, which is Passage, Ripley's, and the Adventure Golf. Of course, then you have the ride section, which talks about Nickelodeon Land, family rides, and thrill seekers. And of course, the layout for these is actually quite nice. As you go down, it has all the different block sections talking about an overview. And then, of course, you have all the ride images to get a brief idea of what it is. And then if you go into ride information, you can look at all the height restrictions and all of the photography availability for it. So, of course, that's always a really nice feature. For those of you who'd like to see the thrill seekers section of the website, here it is. And of course, this has a bigger block section for the briefing sort of thing. And then, of course, you do have all of this. It does also come with all of the sort of models for it as well, which I really like. So it details that the big ones are Steel Hyper and Infusions of Steel SLC. I do think that's quite nice. It does educate people as they're going through the website, and I think that's a really nice feature that they've added. So if we go back to the top and we go to shows and events, you can look through all the different things in here. So there's Hot Ice, Ken Webster, Evolution of Magic, which is, I believe, showing now, Circus of Horrors, which I believe is starting this week, the Gatsby Christmas Dinner Party, the Aladdin Pantomime, and the Christmas Grotto, which I have also detailed in previous videos. And of course, if you go on to these different tabs, which they never had before, they never had an events tab for, the specific things. You just went onto the events, and there was a lot of different pictures and, book now tabs for each of the events in all one page, but now it's all nice and neat. And of course, it does give you a brief. There is also a trailer there. You can see how the arena is set out with all of the different colour blocked sections which correspond to the prices. There is some nice pictures as well on here, and it does also detail where you can find the soundtracks, which is on iTunes or on the Pleasure Beach website for the merchandise. Then, of course, you have the hotel section where you can go onto the Boulevard Hotel and the Big Blue Hotel websites, and that's basically where you book, and you can find the details out about the rooms and the hotels, and all the restaurants and services are providing there too. So, of course, this merchandise tab, if I just click on that, that goes through to the merchandise shop online. I don't think they're necessarily going to change this. I think it's laid out really well as it is. I don't necessarily think it needs a rebrand. It's got all the tabs at the top, and it's got a nice clear menu at the side, so I don't think that needs changing necessarily. And then, of course, you have all the booking here, so you can book season passes, show and dine packages, hotel and park packages, and also park tickets. You can also book your park tickets on the opening times and prices, if I just show you this here. So you can put, you want to go for the 31st, and then it shows you the prices. Adults is £40 and juniors is £35. I believe it is the same on the age ranges, so adults ages 12 and over and juniors are 11 and under. So of course then you can go through to the usual booking where you input all of your financial details and things like that, and then of course the e-ticket will be sent through. But also, I did actually do a video on how to use your e-ticket, but if you would like and prefer to use a reading form, then it just shows how you work it, all the way down there, all your battery saving tips and things like that, and also the new charging bank facility where they have the new branded ones, and you can get them for £2. So, I think it's really nice that they've added in these new charging banks as well, and you can also rent a battery charger, which I believe is also new. I haven't seen that available for the sort of rest of this year. But of course this is a really nice section. Of course, if you do want to buy like a season pass, let's have a look at this. Of course it does come up with a traditional logo. Of course there is only the Platinum Club season pass available at the minute, which I did a video on. Unfortunately the Diamond Club no longer exists, which gave you more discounts, and of course similar to the Platinum Pass, you did also get to go to different theme parks abroad, such as PortAventura, but that isn't relevant anymore for either of the passes, unfortunately, due to the current situation. But of course, all of these here, these are all of the discounts that you get, so that's quite nice. You get obviously discount off a Speedy Pass, which is quite good for in the summer, and you also get the discounts from off of all of the external experiences such as Ripley's and things like that. And you'd also get some discounts on the hotels as well, which I think is quite nice, as well as the discounted hot ice show tickets. So I'm not too sure how much this actually costs. I do know that they did an offer for it to be £99, so it is £125 for the Platinum Pass, £50 for the annual Digi Pass, and £125 for the 2022 pass. I'm not too sure why they're still selling that, but as you can see here, you guys might recognise this. This is actually the original, oops, I accidentally went onto that. This is actually the original Pleasure Beach website, so that's quite a familiar face there. I'm not too sure why that's still there, unless they just want to route it around that way, because of course that was how they did it beforehand, or if they're still trying to update that. But I think that it's always nice to get a little whiff of history there. Of course, I'm not too sure if they've redone the Boulevard Hotel website. No, they have not. But of course, if you just want me to show you through all this, you can look all the rooms and the dining, the offers. And then, of course, I do have the theatre packages. I'm not too sure if they detail that on the website. So, let me just see. Show and dine packages. Yeah, of course, you have the White Tower Restaurant, the Beachside Restaurant, and the Blue Bar and Brasserie. Of course, the Beachside Restaurant is in the Boulevard Hotel. That's where you'll eat your breakfast. If you choose to have lunch and dinner there, that's where you'll go. They do also have a bar in the Boulevard Hotel. And then, of course, the Blue Bar, of course, is the restaurant and bar where you'll eat at the hotel, but you can also book the package for that. And the White Tower Restaurant is in the casino building by the main entrance, so and that's quite a more exclusive sort of opportunity and experience as opposed to the other two, and I'm assuming it might be more expensive, but I'm honestly not too sure. But of course you can book for the Aladdin the Pantomime dinner show experience, which I think is quite a decent thing to do. I don't believe they really do that many sort of refreshments and food in there. I only know that they have an intermission really about it. There isn't very many details on the show, but I think it would be quite nice to, go see the show and have dinner before or after. I'm not too sure which way around it is. And then you also have the hot ice show opportunity as well if you'd like to do that. And also the Evolution and Magic show, which is running at the minute. So, you do also have the Comedy Hypnotist in Ken Webster. So I think overall this is actually a really strong website. It's got a lot of details on everything. And particularly the Plan Your Visit thing. That's also a really nice section because it details a lot. And previously they didn't have very much on Passage. And I think it's quite nice that they do have some more on that now, as well as a trailer, so you do get a bit more about everything rather than it just being written. I do also really like how they've set out all the rides, how you can click everything down and get all the height things and if the height restriction is not met type of thing, as well as also talking about some of the like models that is. And I also do like how they've credited Sahara Maxim in the Flying Machines tab as well. I just think it's a really well laid out sort of website. Of course, if you do really have any questions about how this is laid out, how to work it, and any more questions on booking and things, I will make sure to answer those questions in the comments down below. But yeah, I really like this new website. I think it's really fresh and clean. And in all honesty, now it's above the likes of Alton Towers in its website layout. I think this is a really strong sort of minimalist design, and I think that the other one was a little bit too overwhelming, and so I do really like this new website. And of course, I'm willing to answer any questions or take your opinions on the website too. And yeah, I guess that's really it for this video. Of course, if you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, this is just talking. Bye bye.